from the happiest place in the Lone Star State. Welcome back to the Talking Mickey Project. TMP is your home for Disney fans of all abilities. Now, it's your host, Emma. Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah.
It's Emma.
Mm.
We had a great day today.
Yeah.
What did we do today?
We went to PokeFest here in San Antonio.
Ooh, that's a shout. We went to PokeFest SA.
I got excited.
Invited by Justin Phoenix, one of the organizers, or the organizer. And we attended.
Go out to him.
That's right. We attended it with Emma's friend Patrick, who's going to be co-hosting trivia this coming Wednesday night, right? Star Wars Clone Wars trivia. But it was a whole lot of fun. Emma got some collectible stuff and met a bunch of people, including Jack Sparrow at a PokeFest. What? So, yeah, y'all go to Emma's Instagram. It's at Talking Mickey Project. Or her Twitter. It's at Talking Mickey PR, because we didn't have enough room for all of it. Anyway, go out there and see that. You'll see some photos from today. Her and Emma, and her and Patrick, and her and Patrick, and her and Emma. Listen to me. Emma and Patrick, and then Emma and Patrick and Captain Jack. So that was fun. Oh, man. So let's see. Hey, Jonathan, you were there online today when we did the live stream from PokeFest. So thank you for being there. And thank you for always sharing this and encouraging people to do it too. Hiya, Emma. Hiya, Emma's mom. Hey, Monica's back. Good to see you, Monica. Thank you for being here.
We are doing good. We just got back from PokeFest and here in San Antonio today.
It was fun. Ouch, how many times did Emma get poked in the ribs? A lot of PokeFesting going on. There was a lot of crowds, too, so probably did get bumped into a couple times. And tonight, be sure to set your clocks back an hour. That is true.
Will that be automatically be done on the iPhone and other devices?
Yes, usually.
Well, on the Xbox.
Probably. What will probably not be done is your microwave and your stove and your analog clocks, your non-digital clocks, like the ones with the faces on them. So those are usually not automatically set. But yes, everybody gets an extra hour of sleep. So what is part of our run-up show? We have an agenda now, so we can stay on top. Emma wrote it herself. So what comes next?
We put up a few comments.
That's right. We put up some comments and shared and welcomed you guys. We're glad you're here for that.
So what's coming up next?
All right. So this week, Wednesday night, trivia night with Jedi Magic and More, Patrick, co-host. And it's all about these guys, characters from, and storyline and stuff, from Star Wars, The Clone Wars.
I'm there having the Lego version. It's quite much better.
Oh, the game, you mean? Yeah.
I don't know what happened to that case with all those DS games, though.
Oh, I don't know.
I think I must have accidentally threw them away.
Yeah, don't worry right now. But it's going to be on Wednesday night, the 10th of November. This Wednesday is Star Wars Clone Wars Trivia with Patrick as co-host. And next Saturday night, a week from tonight, we've got a special live stream with some other Disney YouTubers, Disney live streamers.
Diz Our Dream.
From Diz Our Dream. Jeff and Angela are going to be on. We've never spoken to them, right?
Right.
But we follow them. We watch their live streams. So we hope you can join us for Jeff and Angela's live interview with Emma next Saturday night. So we did that, and I think it's probably time to talk about sponsors, and then we're getting right to the interview with Miss Jill Skinner from Make-A-Wish, right?
Why we got this is a pre-record interview.
Okay, we got that out of the way now?
Yeah,
okay,
that
good.
is like a disclaimer.
Yes. All right. So Emma's supported by...
Go to click on the cricket link there. If you are playing your next Disney cruise or whatever,
adventure, park visit,
Disney,
whatever, then you can go to Storybook Trips and look for Bridget Langford, or you can just email her at Bridget.Langford@storybooktrips.com, because she does our trip planning, and she's going on a trip with us.
Yeah, and we're not telling y'all.
It's coming up. Sounds like Minecraft. So anyway, Bridget is awesome with planning trips. So reach out to Bridget if you need anything. You can find her at Travel with a Langford on Instagram and on Facebook. Travel with a Langford, Langford, period. And
my mom podcast beyond disability technique, which we need to do more.
Which she needs to do more of. But this show is on YouTube now. We had a first episode is on YouTube sometime back, and it's about Fiesta Especial.
With disability A.
That's right. So it's a podcast and now YouTube channel that focuses on highlighting resources for special needs families. Things that you may not know are out there, but that may be helpful to you. It's not sponsored. It's purely just a thing that we try to do research and find resources that Emma may need or we may need ourselves. And then we just wanted to share them with you guys. There's a bunch of them out there on Apple Podcasts and on Google Podcasts. And there's also including not only interviews with professionals and agency representatives, but also families and parents. So there's some great stories out there and other things that you may want to know about.
We apologize that any of y'all got a lag earlier when we were filming.
There was no lag.
Okay, but on my phone, it was a little laggy.
It was okay. We did a live stream, a couple of them actually today from PokeFest here in San Antonio. So that's what she was talking about. But you know what? We should be going to the interview, and we will be in just a second. But I'm too excited. I think you need to show what's sitting in front of us.
Guess what came in today?
Guess what came in today?
My medal.
Emma's.
Look, with a real QR code that will go straight to my website.
Okay.
And you can tell that.
Let's get that straight. All right. So, yeah, I'll hold it right here. A little closer. My arms are longer. All right. So, this is Emma's Fiesta medal. In San Antonio for Fiesta that happens in the spring, they celebrate by creating medals that look like military medals. San Antonio is kind of known as the military city.
Yeah.
Lots of military bases and some wonderful folks.
Yeah.
So this medal celebrates her channel, and we're selling them to raise money for her campaign for Fiesta Especial. 100% of the proceeds go to Disability SA and Fact Institute. They're split between Disability SA, which is the agency that sponsors Fiesta Especial as part of Fiesta, and Fact Institute is Emma School.
They are both nonprofits.
So you can tell it has Emma Fiesta Especial 2022 because that's when the events are.
Yeah.
And it's got this cool silent mouse. And then on the other side is a QR code. It's a double-sided medal. And the QR code brings you to a special page on Emma's website. They are
for you.
They are only $15.
Yeah. And all donations will go to our GoFundMe page, for my GoFundMe page.
That's right.
It will go directly to both Disability SA and Fact Institute.
Correct. So go to talkingmickey.com, as you can see. There. talkingmickey.com/fiesta. Donate on the GoFundMe page, $15 or more, and you will get a Fiesta medal that is unique and I think pretty amazing. Because most Fiesta medals don't have the dangler thing, and most of them don't have double-sided events or this bar on the top. This is a very custom medal, and it's all for nonprofit benefit.
So guys, if y'all gonna get your medal, please be extra careful with them.
Yeah, well, just be careful because they're cool. Hey, look, we got some new visitors. Good to see you. Welcome, and thank you for being here. And Michael said he sent a link to a friend about the trivia for this week because he's a Star Wars nut.
Oh,
cool.
Wait, I think I seen he as Elizabeth earlier.
Could be. Well, hopefully she's back, right?
Yeah.
And then Dawn is here. Welcome, Dawn.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
And let's see who else is here. Michael says cool metal. Yes, for 15 bucks, they're a steal.
Yeah.
They are metal, metal on the tops.
Yeah.
It have a double pin back, and this is metal as well, with the fabric and the printing on it. So it's a high quality metal. These were not inexpensive, but they are completely for donation. So 100% of your donation goes to 100%, meaning all $15 goes to benefit Emma's campaign. That's a cool Fiesta medal. I like it. I like your Fiesta medal, Emma.
Thank you, Monica.
Thank you, Monica. And Mike says beautiful medal.
Thank you, Mike.
And Michael says the medal is pretty, but not as pretty as Emma.
Thank you, Michael.
She does look like a mouse, though. She sort of looks like the medal, but yeah, I agree. I think she's better looking. The medals are pretty cool.
Very nice of you, Michael. I really appreciate your comment.
All right, guys. I think we've been chatting long enough.
Yeah.
It is time
for our interview.
With who?
With Jill Skinner from MakeAWish. Here in Central and South Texas.
That's right. Jill Skinner is one of the development people. She's one of the big wigs at MakeAWish of Central and South Texas. So that covers like Austin. Well, she'll tell you more in the interview, but like Austin, San Antonio, all the way down to Laredo and the Valley, all the parts of Southern Texas. So we invite you to join us because the interview is coming. Right now. So here it comes. You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. I was about to put something else on. All right. I'm sorry. I'm tired. It's been a long day. We had a lot of fun.
I also put the video up there earlier.
Yes, Emma set all this up for tonight. She's getting really good at doing this live streaming stuff. Yeah. All right. So you ready? Yeah. How do we start the interviews? 1, 2, 3. Bippity, boppity.
Enjoy, guys. Welcome to Jill Skinner to my show.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
A round of applause.
Yay.
All righty. Well, we have a bunch of questions for you. They're all written out. We'll put them up on the screen for everybody. So are you ready to get started?
Yeah.
Okay. Here is question number 1.
Okay.
She's been excited. All right. You can do it. You can do it.
Okay.
There you go.
What is MakeAWish?
That is a really good question. So MakeAWish is a national organization that grants wishes to children who have critical illnesses. So we grant life-changing wishes for children who have cancer or cystic fibrosis or, really any kind of heart condition or maybe a transplant of some sort. But it really runs the gamut. But that's what we do. We grant wishes to kids who have critical illnesses to give them hope, strength, and joy.
Awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
It helps them with their outlook, and it probably also helps them with their healing because good attitude is part of that, right? Faith is part of that.
Yeah.
All right.
It absolutely does. It absolutely does. We like to be part of the treatment.
That's
so
right.
When somebody's sick and they're going through all that, you've been through treatments, right? So how difficult it can be at times, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we like to say that it's part of the treatment because it gives these kids something to look forward to, and something to take their mind off of all of the challenges that they're going through.
Ah.
Right. Okie doke. Well, here is number 2. All right.
What inspired the creation of the MakeAWish?
Gosh, Emma, you got good questions. So MakeAWish started many years ago, and I want to say it was 1980 when the organization formed. And it was based on a little boy back in Arizona who had leukemia.
Wow.
And he wanted to be a state trooper, a police officer.
Oh.
And when he was in the hospital, he met some people and he told them that he wanted to be a state trooper. So back then, medical technology was not quite what it is today.
Yeah.
So when a kiddo gets leukemia today, it's a very high survivability rate. The treatments are very difficult, but there's very high survivability rate. That wasn't the case back then. So this little boy, they knew he didn't have a lot of time left. So the gentleman that started the organization that actually helped create his wish, they made him a state trooper for a day. And they gave him a uniform and they deputized him and he got to ride in a helicopter and he got to do so many wonderful things. And that's what started the organization, from that one wish.
Aww.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And look at all the other lives it's touched now, right?
Yeah. And I'll tell you something. I mean, I don't even tell the story very well. It's a beautiful, beautiful story that you can find online if you want to learn more about it. It's a beautiful story.
That's cool. All right. You ready?
Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the camera.
Oh, yeah. We're trying to learn to look at the camera instead of the person on the screen because it makes it look weird.
You know what? It's hard to do.
We're still learning.
Should I be looking at the camera too?
I think you're doing good. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Okay.
Here's number 3.
Who is eligible for MakeAWish services?
So the kids who are eligible for Make-A-Wish services are children with critical illnesses, and they have to be referred to us when they turn between the ages of 2.5 and 18. So once they turn 2.5 and before their 18th birthday, they can be referred to Make-A-Wish for a wish. And so it's their doctor that tells us, yes, this child's illness qualifies them to receive the gift of a wish.
Okay. So it's based on whatever the medical criteria are that you use. And
the
physicians know that.
It is. Yeah. And we educate our medical community on what those eligibility requirements are.
Well, there you go. Okay.
I do like your background.
You like the background?
Yeah.
Do you? Okay. Thank you. It's not much back
You're
there.
all over the place tonight, I tell you. Oh, goodness. All right. Well, here's number 4.
How do families apply to Make-A-Wish?
Another good question. So there's actually a lot of different people that can refer a child to Make-A-Wish. Yes, their family can do it. Their parents can give us a call, or they can even go online on our website at cstx.wish.org, or really any Make-A-Wish chapter. There are 60 of them in the United States.
Wow.
So they can go online and fill out an application, and we then go to the doctor to say, hey, does this child's medical condition qualify them to receive a wish? Now, a lot of times a child life specialist will refer them. And a child life specialist is somebody in the hospital who really helps the family kind of navigate everything that's going on, right? Because if you have a small child that's going through chemotherapy, it can get very difficult, right? So the child life specialist is there to help the whole family. And we work very closely with them. They are incredible, incredible people. And most of them are referred by their child life specialist, but the doctor can do it, a nurse can do it, an aunt, an uncle, a grandpa, or a grandma, really anybody who is close to the family who knows the condition. And the wish child can do it too. They can refer themselves.
That's cool. I remember the child life specialist this was years ago, but I remember that they also, at least the ones that we met, were helping with activities while you were in the hospital to make sure that you had things to do and you could meet people, and when you were able to, that kind of stuff. They help with daily stuff and coordinating things.
Do you remember their name so we can do a shout out?
No, that's been a very long time ago.
Oh.
Thankfully. But yeah, they do an amazing job.
Yeah, they do.
All righty. Ready?
Yeah.
All right, here's number 5.
What types of wishes can be granted?
Oh boy, all kinds of wishes can be granted. We have travel related wishes. So that could be to go to Hawaii, or it could be to go to the beach, or to go to Disney World. It could be to meet your favorite celebrity, Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, your favorite athlete. You could have a wish to have a shopping spree and, get a chunk of money and go to the mall and have a heyday. A tree house, an above ground pool. A lot of, during COVID, a lot of kids have been wishing for, those pop-up campers so they can go camping.
Yeah.
But I'm going to ask you, Emma, what do you think the number one wish is? What do you think the most popular wish is for our wish kids?
To go to Walt Disney World.
Yes, it's half of our wishes are Disney World.
Wow.
Yeah.
And now it's 50 years old.
And now it's 50 years old. That's right.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
And it's been, so now, so last year was when the what's it called? I'm going to find my notes again. The wishes come true blue, like for your ears and your shirt. Yeah. So that was 40 years, I think.
I think so.
Make-A-Wish was working with Disney. That's a long time partnership. I mean, that's probably from day one, I guess, or close to it anyway. Right?
Close to it, yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh, wait. Yeah. This is an off-topic question now.
Okay. Those are allowed.
First rabbit hole. Where are we headed?
When did Make-A-Wish and Disney first partner up?
Ooh, I knew you were going to ask me that, Emma. I don't know. I don't know that.
You like to do research. You need to dig into that and find out.
Do that and let me know.
There you go. I bet you can find out. I bet you can find out.
Yeah, that's a really good question. I wish I knew the answer.
So, is that good? You ready for number 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
What city does the Central and South Texas
chapter
serve?
Well, we serve about 40 counties in Central and South Texas, but that includes Austin, San Antonio, Laredo, and it also up north, Temple and Killeen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so just south of Waco, all the way down to Laredo.
Wow. Yeah, that's a big area.
It's a big territory. Texas is big.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
It is a big county.
It
is. Big state.
Big state, yes.
40 counties. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's bigger. That 40 counties is probably bigger than a lot of states. So, what are you thinking? You look like you want to say something.
Well, the north part, though.
You know what? I was just going to say that. So here's something interesting. So because Texas is so big, we have 4 chapters here. We have 4 Make-A-Wish chapters. And the biggest one in Texas is the North Texas chapter. And I could not tell you how many cities or counties they serve, but a lot of them. And then there's the Gulf Coast and Louisiana chapter that, the whole South Gulf Coast into Louisiana.
Okay.
And then we have, I'm going to mess this up. We do have a chapter, maybe there's only 3. I'm trying to remember. The Rio Grande Valley. And that might be it. Because sometimes they merge and I forget who merges with who, But yeah.
That's a lot.
3 or 4. I might be forgetting one.
So North Texas would be like Dallas. And
Dallas,
Gulf
Waco.
Coast would probably be Houston and that area.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So everybody's covered with the chapter.
Just every territory in the United States is covered.
Oh.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Next question.
Well.
All right.
Does our local chapter operate independently
Right.
or doesn't get support from the national organization?
We actually, so the way that it's set up is that every chapter is its own nonprofit. Okay, so every chapter has to file for their own 501c3, which states that we are a tax exempt nonprofit organization. Excuse me. Excuse me, you guys. But we pay dues to our national organization. And over the years, I've been with Make-A-Wish going on 13 years. And so over the years, we've actually really changed the way that we do things and the way that we work together. And we work very closely with the national organization. So we have a lot of national partners like Macy's who do big campaigns for us. So you may have heard of the Believe campaign at Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a letter writing campaign. So Macy's runs that, and they donate millions of dollars to us, to all of us, all of our chapters. And so the national office would handle things like that. They help us with fundraising. They, we have a conference every year where all the chapters come together and we all learn from each other. And it's a really wonderful organization because we're all trying to do the same thing, and we do two things, right? We raise money and we grant wishes, and that's it. That's what we do.
There you go.
And we always are looking for ways to do it better because we need to grant more wishes because that's what we do. And our goal is to make sure that every eligible child receives the gift of a wish. And that can take, that takes money to do that. So,
yeah. So the national group, it sounds like, supports the individual chapters by education and all the other things that they do in building up the name and making sure people remember that you're available, one for the children and the families, but also to accept donations and partner up.
Right. And so it's really great because we learn so much from each other. Cool. And handling. And if, for example, Torchy's Tacos, where do y'all live?
In San Antonio.
Okay, you're in San Antonio.
Side, yeah.
So y'all know Torchy's Tacos,
mm-hmm.
right? Yum. And they're one of our national partners now, but because they started in Austin, we built a relationship with them. And as they started to expand, we brought them to the national organization, and now they're a national partner, and they do so much for us, you guys. I can't even begin to tell you.
I've seen them do local things. I don't know if it was with Make-A-Wish, but with other nonprofits. So they seem like they're real active in the community already.
They're extremely active. Yeah, they're just the most amazing people. They truly are. We're very, it's so great when you learn about these companies and you work with these companies that they just do everything they can to help, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Well,
you cool?
I do have a question.
Okay.
Of course.
You know I'm originally not from Texas.
Uh-huh.
Do I know of a what?
Oh, she said even though she's not originally from Texas. What were you going to say?
What is Torchy's Tacos?
Oh, she doesn't know Torchy's Tacos.
Oh, okay. Well, Dad, you got to take her.
There's
the
one.
only way to know about Torchy's, Emma, is to go to Torchy's.
There's one now by the medical center.
Oh.
Yeah.
When did that open up?
Not long ago.
Oh, wait a minute. Isn't that the restaurant with the yellow sign? And it says Torchy's Tacos on there?
Yeah, it's like a little devil.
It probably is.
And there's like a yellow building. It's kind of not far, like on the road from wherever you create, the long front road.
Okay, I think we're getting off course here. We'll check it out, okay?
Okay.
We'll check it out. I can do that. I can bring some home one day or something. Is
Or
that
we
cool?
can order them.
Yeah, we'll see.
You won't be sorry.
All right, we're back to number 8 now.
Yeah.
You ready? Okay.
Back on topic.
All right, back on topic.
Thank you. Back on topic.
Are there some win stories from our chapter that you can share with us?
Oh boy, there's about a gazillion of them, Emma. A gazillion. I don't know if we have that kind of time. But I will tell you, I'm sorry, y'all, my computer. I will tell you a couple of my favorites. How's that?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. And I have to throw this one in there. It's a very quick story. But a little boy who, I mean, he's teeny tiny. He was probably 3 or 4 at the time. And his wish was to go to Disney World. And he wanted to meet Mickey Mouse. And that was his wish. I got to meet Mickey Mouse. So his parents took a video of him when he went. So he saw Mickey, and we'll work with Disney, and they'll set up some special meet and greets for our kiddos, and they make it really special. So this little boy's name, Archer, is his name, and I'll never forget this little video of him walking up to Mickey, and Mickey walks up to him, and he got so excited that he started jumping up and down and kind of screaming, and he was doing this, and he just was beside himself. And then Mickey walks up and does the same thing. I think Mickey was more excited than Archer to meet Archer than Archer was to meet Mickey.
That's cool.
And I'm going to share that video with y'all when I find it. How about that?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I'll make sure his parents are okay if you guys want to broadcast it. I'll make sure. But you got to see it because it's the cutest thing in the world.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then another wish. This was kind of a big wish, but there was a little boy. He was 6 years old. And he really, really neat little kid. And he has a very rare condition. I cannot remember the name of it, but it's very rare. And one of the side effects of his condition is rapid onset obesity. So he had to learn to eat very healthy, even at such a young age. And so taking that into consideration, his wish was for, how he put it, he said, a greenhouse and a picking farm. So we worked with a local, this was up in Killeen, but we worked with a local nursery and a whole bunch of other people because this was a big old wish, right?
Yeah.
And they put this greenhouse on his property. His family had a lot of land. There's a lot of land up in Killeen. And they donated like lemon trees, orange trees, peach trees, and he, lined them up. They put in some irrigation. And it was such a wonderful wish. But it really didn't end there because part of his wish was that he wanted to educate other kids about eating healthy. And so what he would do, and he's probably still doing it, and this was years ago, but he's still doing it from what I understand. And like he'll have field trips from surrounding schools come in and tour his greenhouse. And he points out things that are healthy to eat. And when things are ready to pick, he sells them to other people or gives them to other people even who may not have enough food. So it was one of those give back wishes that was very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was talking earlier about how these wishes can change lives, and that one changed his as well as everybody he's taught, right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Really neat.
Wow.
Now I do have a question about I know earlier in the story you did anything a good can he have, but he had some kind of other issue on something?
Early
onset or rapid onset obesity, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
What is that?
That means so whenever he had to eat healthy because he couldn't eat too much because he gained weight really fast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling me.
Yeah.
Well, you're curious. She loves researching things, so that's good.
No, hey, I mean, those are great questions.
All right.
I've learned so much in this job, right? Because there's so many medical conditions that I'd never even heard of.
Yeah.
This is one of them. I don't remember the name of it, but it's so rare, that sometimes I'd like to become a doctor because I sound like I know what I'm talking about.
Well, we learned only, I guess, is a couple of years ago. Emma has something with her hearing called Misophonia, and it's certain sounds cause reaction or response. It really, I don't know what a better way. I don't, definitely not a clinician, but it's something that she's evidently had for a while, and we never knew. So now, once you know, even though it's something that's unusual, you can adapt to it, right? So now we do what we need to do, but there's so much out there that people don't know that exists. It's helpful to learn, because you're probably going to run into someone that has something, that
sure,
you can either help with or just be sensitive to. So
right.
Sorry. You also heard of tinnitus, right?
Tinnitus.
I also have that too.
The ringing in the ears?
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
It's not that bad, though.
Yeah, it's not that bad, because that's not something that you're being dealt with, that you're being kind of like treated for. So, okay.
I get that hearing thing, though. I'm afraid of loud noises. Like, I don't like loud noises. They scare me. I'm very sensitive to those.
Yeah.
So you might not like Skillet then.
She might not like the band Skillet. Emma's favorite band is Skillet.
Yeah, Christian rock band.
Yeah, I think if she had a wish, it would be to meet them.
Yeah.
Knowing her. We were supposed to go to the concert in San Antonio recently.
With last Friday.
Yeah, it's just that she was concerned and the family was concerned about all the COVID stuff. But she's seen them in concert a few times, and you just hadn't gotten to meet them, but I'm sure you would if you could. So.
They were going to do another Q&A thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Well, let's go back to, you ready for number 9?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
MakeAWish often grants wishes for trip to Walt Disney World open to a WD Avenue. How does Disney support MakeAWish?
Yeah. So what's their part in all that?
So, well, Disney supports us in a lot of different ways. It's really hard to even, explain all of the ways that they do. But the biggest part is that you, Emma, mentioned Give Kids the World earlier. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you know what Give Kids the World is.
Yeah.
And that's a spectacular place. And so when our Wish kids wish to go to Disney World, they stay at Give Kids the World. And Disney works closely with Give Kids the World as well for all the comp tickets, for all the Wish participants. They give them tickets to, all the Disney theme parks, Magic Kingdom, Disney World, Epcot Center. There are little Wish rooms at Disney World where the families can kind of get out of the heat, get out of the sun if they need to, change the child, or if they need to hydrate. There's a special place where they can go. They get passes, so they get to get at the front of the line in the rides.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like a backpack? Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, kind of, but I think it's even more so now that they just straight to the front.
Oh.
Right? So they don't have to wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, Disney, they've done some types of fundraising campaigns for us, or what we call cause marketing campaigns with Disney World. So they support us in a lot of different ways, but they take such good care of our kids and such good care of the families. As you know, it's magical, right?
Yeah.
Everything they do is magical. It just is. They've
Yeah,
if I could meet one person in heaven, I think it'd be Walt Disney.
There you go, huh?
Oh,
Imagination, yeah. We're back to SpongeBob again here, huh? Oh, my goodness. All right. Okay. You ready for number 10? This one we just talked about a little bit, so we may not have much to say here, but.
We have an interview coming up with Give Kids the World Village in Orlando. Does MakeAWish work with them too?
So we learned that.
Yes. Right. So that'll be a great interview for you, because that place is also magical. And there's a wonderful story behind how Give Kids the World came to be. And I don't know if you've researched that, but that's something for you to research. And it is a beautiful, beautiful story about the gentleman who started Give Kids the World. So he was a World War II Holocaust survivor and came over here and worked as a bellhop. There's a book about him as well.
Wow. And
he came over as a bellhop. And during that time, he knew that, as he kind of came up through the ranks And I think he probably ended up owning a couple small hotels, and Make-A-Wish would call up asking for discounts on rooms to help pay for these wish families. And he realized that he needs to build a place for our wish families to stay. And that's what he did. And it just got better and better and better. It's a beautiful story, Emma. You would enjoy it. And you may even want to read it before you interview.
That would be cool.
Your person from Give Kids the World. And they're incredible. They leave no stone unturned. It's a beautiful place. And the kids often come back and say, we say, what was your favorite part of your Disney World trip? And they'll say, Give Kids the World.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
All right.
It's
we'll
neat.
do that. All right. You ready for number 11?
Yeah.
Okay.
Luckily, what other
Organization.
organization,
There you go.
I'm trying to pronounce them,
There you go. You're
do
good.
you work with in Central and South Texas? Do you work with Six Flags and SeaWorld, for example?
We do. We work with SeaWorld. We work with Six Flags. We work with, what's that water park? I'm blanking out. A big water park in San Marcos. Schlitterbahn.
Yeah.
We work with the Longhorns. We work with the San Antonio Spurs.
Wow.
We work with a lot of the hotels. We work with COTA out here, where they do the F1 racing.
Oh, yeah.
We work with them. All the sports teams that are in Central and South Texas. So you've got the Texas Stars, which is the hockey team. And then I know there's a baseball team out in Round Rock that I'm blanking out on. We work with all of them, and they help us make wishes happen. And so, without these relationships, wishes would be even more expensive because they help us. It's called in kind. So SeaWorld will give us free tickets for our families, and Six Flags will do the same thing. So those don't cost us anything, and we call that in kind.
See, otherwise Make-A-Wish or the families would have to pay for it. Whereas the money could go to something else, right?
Yeah.
Right. And Morgan's Wonderland is another one too. We work very closely with Morgan's Wonderland, and they are incredible.
Emma volunteered there for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. They're neat. They're one, and their water park that opened. I've seen it, but I've not been there yet. And then sometimes, we'll have kids from other chapters. So there might be a kid, let's say in California, that wants to come to Morgan's Wonderland, or they want to come to a Spurs game. And so that chapter will call us and say, can you help us do this wish? And of course we do. And that goes the other way too. So if we have a family that wants to go to New York and meet the Texas Rangers and meet the New York Jets, and they'll set that up for them. So we all help each other out.
That's cool.
That could be another good thing too.
Yeah.
Like if somebody wants to meet the Texas Rangers, you can do a little collide with them too.
Yeah, they do. I'm sure they do.
Absolutely.
It's basically whatever their kids will think of, they try to make happen.
Yep.
Right. All right. Well, we're on the home stretch here. Number 12.
Home stretch?
Yeah, we're wrapping up your question list. Just a figure of speech.
All
right.
Okay.
There you go.
For families, what advice do you have if they are planning to apply for a wish from Make-A-Wish?
My advice to somebody who's applying to Make-A-Wish, and let's assume they qualify, right? And that they're going to receive a wish, the child's going to receive a wish, is to really think about what brings them joy. And we try to get to the heart of the wish, right? So it's not just, where do you want to go? And they say, I want to go to Hawaii. Okay, well, why do you want to go to Hawaii? Well, I want to swim with the dolphins. Well, there might be a better place to swim with the dolphins. So we really kind of get in there and think about, okay, what is it that you would want to do on your wish? And then we can kind of create a wish from that. So we really just ask people, think about it. Think about what's really going to bring your heart joy.
Well,
It's a good point, huh? Because you may think you know, but you may not know what's out there, really.
Yeah.
It may be something that you'd be more interested in, right? But it's something that would make you happy as the child and as well as the family, right? Yeah. Cool.
Oh, the screen is went dark again.
Yeah. It went to dark mode on my computer, and that always catches her off guard, I guess.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
All right, number 13.
Yeah.
All right.
Computer is sinking.
There you
go. Okay. At the major gifts officer, I'm saying it correctly, right?
You did.
Okay. What do you do for the check record?
There you go.
I get money. That's what I do. So I meet with people, I meet with individuals, I meet with businesses and corporations, and I talk about Make-A-Wish and talk about how they can get involved and what opportunities there are for giving back, for even team building, getting their employees involved in a wish. What does that look like? So I'll go out and talk about those kinds of things. And you know, typically I don't really even need to ask for money, right? Because once they hear about what Make-A-Wish does, and I share some stories with them and tell them the impact of a wish, and that's the most important part. What does a wish do for people? What does it do for these kids? And we talked a little bit about that earlier, right? That it brings them hope and joy and the strength that they need to keep fighting, to keep, you know, going to their treatments and doing what the doctors are asking them to do. I could tell you so many times that a parent has told me what a wish has done for them too, right? What a wish does for the community, for people who come out and help build a tree house, people that come out and have a car parade during COVID so we can celebrate the wish child without getting out of the car and keep our safety, right? Our social distancing. You know, I talk about all those things, and I'll tell you, I don't really need to do much but share what Make-A-Wish does, because Make-A-Wish it's a wonderful thing, and I'm very, very fortunate to be able to work and talk about it, and I love it. And I'll present to, you know, a big crowd to tell them about Make-A-Wish. Maybe they've never heard of it. I rarely find that, but what I do find is that people still think that we only grant wishes to children who are dying, and that's not true. And that's one of those myths that way back when, right? We talked about that too, when medical technology and treatments weren't what they are today. That was the case, but that's not the case anymore. It's a children whose critical illness could put their life in jeopardy. But most of our kids go on to lead full lives. They have their wish, they finish their treatment, and they go on to lead full lives and share their stories with others, and, you know, stay involved with Make-A-Wish. It's wonderful.
And just to encourage them to fight through what they have to go through, because the example you gave, I don't know if you remember, but you had to do therapies a lot of times a week. You had to have surgeries done when you were little.
Like my classroom and talent, for example.
Yeah. But, you know, that was hard. That wasn't something a child wants to go through.
No.
Right? So it's a challenge, but this gives them that something to work on, to look forward to, and the family a break, because sometimes that's really important too.
Yeah. And that's
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that's a good point too, because a lot of times, you know, if you've got more than one child and one of those children is sick, all the attention can go to that one child, right? Yeah. So a wish can really bring that family closer together, after really just, you know, trying to get through each and every day as best they can. And this gives them a break. It gives the child a break from the doctors and the needles and the tests and the this and the that. And it gives the family an opportunity to really reconnect. And that's so important too.
Yeah.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Number 14.
How can other people help Make-A-Wish Do you accept volunteers?
We do accept volunteers, and we call our volunteers wish granters. And our wish granters interview. So once a child is referred to us and the doctor says, yes, this child qualifies, we assign them to 2 wish granters. And those wish granters will meet with the child and meet with the family and talk about, going back to talking about their wish, what's going to inspire them, what's going to motivate them, what's going to bring them joy. And they help that process. They're trained to do that. And then, you got to fill out some paperwork, and, everybody always wants paperwork, and we're no exception. But once all that's done and everything gets back to the office, our wish managers get to start planning the wish. And that's a lot of fun too. We're always accepting volunteers. It's been a little challenging during COVID because we've not really been able to do those in-person interviews, right? We've done them like this. Excuse me again. My throat gets scratchy when I talk too much, which means my throat is always scratchy because I talk too much.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
That happens to my mom in the morning.
Oh,
yeah, the morning is the worst. It's the worst in the morning.
Yeah.
But,
I'm not sure you know what a fun fact
ways.
is. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt y'all. There's other ways to help too. Like I said, as a major gifts officer, I can say we always need money because our kids are constantly being referred. So we may grant 400 wishes, but we've got 200 more coming in, right? And being in Austin and San Antonio, you guys know that these are 2 of the biggest and fastest growing cities, right?
Yeah.
And so with that comes more children who need a wish. So, and we want to give them one.
So in terms of fundraising, this is a question I had, I guess we don't have on the list, but what does it typically cost to grant one? Do y'all use that in that kind of terms?
We do. Yeah. Thank you for asking that. So the average cost of a wish is $7,500.
Okay.
And that's what we use for, and that's if somebody wants to adopt a wish. So we call it kind of our Adopt a Wish or Fund a Wish program. Yeah. So there might be a corporation that says, you know what, we want to grant a wish. Or they may even have a wish kid's dad or mom who works for their company, and they'll say, we want to help grant that wish. So they'll give us $7,500. And, during non-COVID times, and if the family's comfortable with it, then they can get involved in helping to grant that wish. And that's their wish to grant, and we have people donate all levels, and everything helps. Everything helps. $5, $10, $15, $25. That helps, Yeah. So we're grateful for anything that we receive. And, we have people that give a lot of money, and we have people that give a lot of money for what they can give. So we're very grateful to everyone.
Uh-huh.
So what were you thinking? Looked like you wanted to say something else. No?
No, I thought maybe your mouth looked like a fly.
What was?
Your mouth looked like a fly.
Okay, I don't know what that was. It's okay. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, this is the last question we got.
Oh, boy.
All right.
How can people learn more about MakeAWish?
Well, first of all, they can tune into your podcast.
Yeah.
Yay. And they can also go to our website. I think that's probably the best way, is to go to CSTX.wish.org, and they can learn about our chapter. And they can also go to wish.org. But most of our websites, they're all streamlined, so they all look the same. But we share wish stories on there, and we share events that we're having, which I want to tell you about one. You can find out how to donate. You can start a fundraiser. You can learn how, to sign up to volunteer. I mean, really anything that you need to find out about Make-A-Wish is going to be on that website, cstx.wish.org.
There you go.
So CS is Central and South and Texas, right?
What was that? I'm sorry, honey.
She was asking what the CSTX stood for. I said, yeah, Central and South Texas.
You got it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's really nation. Weather.
Oh, an abbreviation. Yes.
Yes, for
Sort of
sure.
an abbreviation.
It's a lot to spell out Central and South Texas,
It is.
right?
All righty. So, anything else? Any other questions? You're done with your formal list. You want to ask the question, the last question we always ask everyone else when we do the other interviews? Okay, give me 1 second. I will pull it up.
Okay.
Quick question.
Okay.
Do y'all know AFL?
Oh, you know ASL, American Sign Language.
No, I don't.
Oh.
I don't. There may be some in our office that do.
Emma's learning. She's done some study on it.
I think it's so cool. So cool. And that's so great you're learning that. I love it.
Oh.
What is that?
Mickey.
I was gonna say that.
Well, and what's the signs you're making?
Oh, Disney.
No, what's your name?
Oh.
There you go.
That's Emma?
It's two E's. So she was able to come up with her own ASL name. So E is for Emma, and then she has two of them in the shape of Mickey. So that's her name that she goes.
Nice.
I
love it.
This is what the deaf community do with each other. Like they spell out their first name of their name, and they also do the sign for the hobby they like video games, board games.
So they can pick either their first name or a hobby they like, something that identifies them.
And a hobby.
Oh, so that's why it's Emma. See, I didn't even know this. So that's why it's Emma and Disney.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you just did it your way, but there you go.
Nice. I love it. So are you guys fans of Christmas?
Well,
I would say so.
All right. I'm going to be sending y'all an invitation because we have a guy down here. It's actually South Austin. And for 6 years, he has done this big Christmas display of lights to raise money for Make-A-Wish. Now, there was a show 2 years ago, The Great Christmas Light Fight. Have you watched that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He won one of them.
Whoa.
No, it's really cool.
And
this year, he's doing it even bigger. So y'all going to come down.
Oh, yeah. That sounds like fun.
I'm going to send you an invitation so y'all can come down. You'll be a VIP.
We've driven around the region to see lights, so that's one we haven't done yet.
No, you can't miss this. I promise you can't miss it. It's November 20th. We're having a little VIP party, but you can come anytime you want if you can't make it on November 20th. But you can come anytime through December. But I'll send you some information on that because it's
we
really
can plan
cool.
around that. That would be awesome. All right.
You'll love it, Emma.
Cool. All right. Well,
do they have dancing lights though?
Do they have dancing lights?
Dancing lights.
Oh, like to music? Probably.
You know what? I'm not going to give anything away, but there's something pretty cool like that. Yeah. But I'm not going to give anything away.
Yeah, no spoilers.
No spoilers. That's right.
No spoilers.
Well,
no spoiler alerts over here.
This is the last question we always ask. Over time, we've developed a list of 5 fun questions at the end, but this is the big one.
Okay.
So since we're running 45 minutes, so let's use this one. Okay. All right.
And you said Walt Disney earlier. They can also reweigh it to him.
That's right. So you want to ask? This is number 16, technically.
Yeah.
Love it.
If you could ask Walt Disney one question right now, what could you ask him?
You know, I that's such a hard question, Emma. I don't know. I think I would just have to ask him, why is he so awesome? I don't know.
Like also include Roy Disney.
Including his brother, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's learned a new appreciation, I think, for Roy, since Roy was the one that finished Walt Disney World, right? When Walt had passed away.
Yeah.
But yeah, Emma's a huge history fan and a big Walt Disney fan himself. So that's really good. But that would be a good question. It's like, what made him the person he was? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I would love to know what his childhood was like.
Well, you know a little bit about that. Where did he grow up?
He grew up in Missouri.
Marceline?
Missouri.
And then
Okay.
Then in Chicago, I think.
Yeah. Wait,
She was born in Chicago.
A guy was Canada.
Oh.
Oh.
Birthplaces in Chicago.
Oh, that's right. Speaking of that, we actually did an interview with them.
Well, we had one story I've told before, but I'll tell real quick, is when we went to Disneyland a couple of years ago in November, I think, of 2019.
Yeah.
October, November. We had 4 days. We were going to spend 4 days in the parks. And Emma didn't want to do that. She wanted to spend 3 and then take 1 day to go to Walt's grave, to his favorite restaurant, to see the studio best we could, to go to the carousel that inspired him to build Disneyland, where he went with his daughters, right? Yeah. And then there was one other place we went. Oh, to his barn, where they have his railroad collection that's still out there.
The Carolina.
That's right.
Railroad.
So this was her idea. She researched all this stuff. And to me, it's still amazing that someone who loves Disney parks as much as she did said, no, we'll skip a day in the parks and go do this.
I love that. But that has to be really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be really cool, Emma. I'd love to do that.
It was neat.
And that's where I met Mark Silverman.
That's right. It's where she met Mark Silverman, who we interviewed recently. He does the voice of he does Rod Serling, his voice for the Tower of Terror.
Oh,
He's the guy that did the voiceover to match Rod Serling's voice. And Rod Serling's wife actually had final okay. He told us that it was good enough to match her husband. So it was a really interesting interview. But Emma's talked to some cool people, and same thing talking to you. So thank you for doing this for us.
Oh, you guys, it's my pleasure. I'm honored. I'm honored. I've really enjoyed this. So thank you. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. And you need to say thank you, and we can wrap it up.
Thank you, Bill. Skater got coming on my go.
Honey, you are welcome, and thank you for asking me.
Well, we will be hopefully getting to meet you in person at the light thing. That would be amazing.
Yes, absolutely. And even if you can't come on the 20th, I'm out there all the time helping. So we'll meet. But I'll send you the invite as soon as it's ready. It's not quite ready yet, but as soon as it's ready, I'll send that to you, and I'll find that really cute video of Archer so you can see that.
Oh yeah, and we'll send you. Emma's going to send you a thank you note and one of her buttons that has her little.
Oh, I love it.
We call Anime Emma.
Well, I will be running to the mailbox, so I hope I get it soon.
There you go.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't get to ask Arthur for permission to go with the video.
Yeah. Okay. Make sure to get Archer's parents' permission.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Emma's all about the rules.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. I will do that. But either way, I can send it to you, but I don't know if they'll let you air it.
Right.
Right.
Okay, but I'll double check that. How's that?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Well, thank you very much. We'll say
all right,
night.
you guys. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I hope I see you soon.
Can I get my haircut real quick?
Yes, you can, because he's here.
It looks like he's relaxing.
There he is.
He's like,
night, Bobo.
Emma had to say goodnight to her cat, to Jill's cat. This is Emma. Y'all know Emma. That was Emma.
Oh.
So what do you think? Because that was really fun. We learned a lot about Make-A-Wish when we were talking to Jill. She was awesome. She spent a lot of time with us, right? Answered every one of Emma's questions. We talked a little bit afterwards too, and a little bit before, if I remember right. So it was a lot of fun. So thank you. Thank you.
And
Jill.
thank you to Jonathan for helping out as well, like always.
Oh yeah, Jonathan, thank you for putting up the links and everything. We appreciate that. So Jill Skinner, she's the major gifts officer for Make-A-Wish of Central and South Texas. I believe they're in Austin, but they cover San Antonio and all of South Texas, south of San Antonio. I think doesn't include Houston, but everywhere else, I think south. So if you know someone that might qualify for a wish, contact them. If you want to help volunteer, you can do that too. If you want to donate money, you can do that too. They're always looking for help. And as she said, $7,500 in total is what it takes to grant a typical wish. But it doesn't mean you got to donate that much. You can just donate whatever you can or help however you can. So I guess that was that. So let's look on the comments real quick. Emma's mom says that was a fantastic interview.
Thank you, Mom.
Mike says, thank you, Mike says, what a great interview.
Thank you, Mike.
Michael says, great interview.
Okay.
John says, thank you, Emma, Skipper Dad, Emma's mom, and Jill for spreading the word about this great organization.
Thank you, John.
And hiccups. Yes, thank you. Thank you for saying that too. We appreciate it. It was a goal for Emma to talk to her, so we're glad. Talking Mickey Project, stay tuned for more live streams coming up. And be sure to subscribe. That is true.
And write a comment.
And Monica says, awesome interview.
Thank you, Monica.
She always does a great job. She really does. And as Miss Iris says, it was a great interview. You did good, Emma.
Oh, did you saw my reply to you, Miss Iris?
Y'all get a heart too, especially.
About you asking to say hi to Miss Jill earlier?
Yes.
I sent you a reply for that.
I think it was, it was in the chat. So, guys, I guess one more quick reminder. Because
Wednesday?
Yes, because it's coming up. So, Wednesday night. This week.
The homework preview. Trivia, not
trivia.
Trivia is another time.
That's right. So, November 10th at 7 p.m. Central. Trivia night with Patrick as Emma's guest host.
No, Jedi Magic and More. Come go check out his channel.
He has a channel called Jedi Magic and More. That's right.
He goes from working to support guy.
So there you go. That. And then next Saturday night we have a live stream, live interview with Diz Our Dream, Jeff and Angela. They do live streaming from Disney World, and it's really cool. They have some great live streams we've watched. And they're going to be on to answer questions and talk about their channel.
So if you guys have any questions for Mr. Ken and Miss Angela for Saturday night, make sure we them in the chat.
That's right. Leave them in the chat because we will look and we will add them to Emma's questions that we have. Standard fun questions at the end and the new ones that are coming up just for Jeff and Angela. So I guess the last thing is we do want to show you this one more time. Emma's Fiesta medal, unique for her channel. It is now in. We got them in today. They are metal, M-E-T-A-L, on the top and bottom. They have two, what do you call them? Pin backs. And it says, as you can tell, Emma Barron Fiesta Especial here in San Antonio, 2022. $15. You can go to talkingmickey.com/fiesta. Go to her GoFundMe page.
And they are $15 a piece. Also, my dad add a little expected detail for y'all. If y'all want to get one, make sure leave your contact information in there so we can send it to you.
That's right. So just simply go to GoFundMe. And you can see that Emma's link is at talkingmickey.com/fiesta. $15 or more donation gets you a Fiesta medal, and 100% go to Disability SA and Fact Institute. So I guess that's everything. Are you ready to wrap it up? I think it's time to wrap it up. So we appreciate you being here tonight as every time. Wednesdays and Saturdays. Wednesday nights are trivia. Saturday nights are interviews.
Thank you for the go home. It's 10 o'clock right now already.
Yeah, that's right. It's past Halloween. All right. So
happy almost Thanksgiving, everyone. Hope y'all get some cakey.
Almost Thanksgiving. There's a few shows before Thanksgiving.
I know, but make me think already one of them.
Okay. Are you ready then?
Okay.
I think we're gonna say goodnight. So how do you close out your show?
And always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Oh, wait a minute. Can we do something real quick?
No. We're supposed to wrap it up. What? What do you want to do?
Maybe for Kathleen Anar.
Oh, Kathleen Adair. If you're still watching, Emma wants to do this for you. So it's acknowledgement. We think your first visit up in the corner, a virtual first visit button for you.
It's now as a gift.
As a
GIF.
GIF or GIF, right? It's just a little. So thank you for being here.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready now?
Yeah.
That was a good idea. Thank you for
You're
doing
welcome.
that. So,
As always, I give you all support for watching. Make a like, subscribe, and share this channel with your family and friends. Until Wednesday night for trivia, guys. Get ready. Night, night.
good night, guys.